welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. My name is Shani. Thanks for clicking. At the time of filming this, I want to say thank you to, let me get the number right, to all 38 subscribers that I have. Honestly, the support has been so overwhelming for me. A little bit of transparency, I've been experiencing imposter syndrome a little bit. I feel like I'm taking up space that isn't mine, but the support that I'm getting from everyone is so overwhelming, and I appreciate it because this is something that I've been so scared to do. So doing it and receiving support and great constructive feedback from some of you guys is great. So thank you so much, and I hope you stay. I hope that if you're new, first time seeing me, you subscribe. If not, thanks for watching. All right, today I just wanted to come on here and chat a little bit. Call this little segment Let's Chat, because I just have a lot of thoughts throughout the day. So now I want to talk about ADHD and living with ADHD as an adult, and also reflecting on my teenage and like my growing years. So I only recently, and by recently I mean like maybe a year ago, got diagnosed, officially diagnosed with ADHD. But I always knew like I had something, right? I was always easily distracted. Like I'm usually in la la land. My mom will say, you're always staring into space. Like I space out a lot. I have to be engaged to really be in one place mentally. And for me, my teenage years, it was just really difficult living with ADHD and not knowing it, especially in school, because I didn't learn the way other people learn. And it made me feel like I was kind of stupid or dumb. Like I didn't really grasp the material. And not to shit on my teachers back in, in school. I know they did the best that they could, but it wasn't very accommodating. You were expected to know how to just grab this stuff. And I needed extra help because sometimes I'm just not, my brain, the concept of what you're saying is not clicking. You gotta show me and explain another way, right? Back home, back in Nigeria, that wasn't a thing. Like you either get it or you don't get it. And if you don't get it, then you're stupid, you're dumb. You're not a good student, you're low performance, you don't wanna learn. Everybody else is getting it, why don't you get it? And this wasn't for all subjects for me. It was only for subjects that I didn't really have any interest in, like math. Like I hate math. I don't like anything about it. I don't like numbers, leave me alone. But I loved English though. So I would excel in English, but in math, it was like day and night with those two. I loved literature, but I didn't like government. I liked biology, but I didn't like accounting. So it was just flip-flop, but because I wasn't excelling in, I guess, the subjects that were deemed, I don't know, prestigious, or I don't know, for lack of a better word, I wasn't a good student. It affected me academically, and it affected my self-esteem in that aspect. I felt like I wasn't a high-performance student, and because everybody around me felt that way, I accepted it that, okay, I'm just not one of the brightest people. But that's not true. I'm really, really bright. I'm very smart. I just have to be interested in what you have to say. If you're boring and if you're just like, your voice is monotone, you don't even seem interested in what you're talking about, why am I supposed to be interested in what you're talking about? Coming to America, teachers were just a lot more accommodating, and I'm also a visual learner, and back home we didn't have that. It was a whiteboard and sometimes a blackboard. So when I came here and I got into college and my teachers had PowerPoints, we had these textbooks that had like detail, and it was just a lot more visual learning, and I found that I took interest in that. Now I accept that I'm intelligent. I just have to find something that I'm interested in. Thinking about going back to school for my master's, I want to pick something that I know really sparks my interest. There's also a lot of shame, anxiety, low self-esteem that comes with that, because as an adult, people expect you to function a certain way. This is just something that my brain, like, it needs extra help. And being aware, learning, and having a little bit of self-awareness, just learning myself, knowing what works for me and what doesn't work for me, it's helped me tremendously. Obviously, it's unfortunate because like the research says that this isn't something that goes away with age. It doesn't get better with age, it actually gets worse. So please quote me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. It's just something I'm learning to live with. I am on medication for it, and I'm trying to not have so much shame when like I'm unable to get things done. If there's anyone out here who deals with ADHD, I see you. If you have tips or things that you do, if you're someone living with ADHD, please let me know, because I'm still struggling out here, but I'm making it work, so thank God for that. The next thing I want to talk about is making a career pivot after college. I want to figure out what works for me. I don't feel like I'm supposed to be in healthcare, but I don't really, or maybe not the patient facing side of healthcare. I'm trying to pivot into something else right now, into like more corporate roles, but it's very, very hard because my experience is very focused in one sector, and now trying to, like, I've been very direct patient care, patient facing. Now I'm trying to go into more coordination and management and administrative roles. It's been difficult. It's not the easiest thing. I sometimes look back and wish I went a different route. I wish I did something else in college. I wish I explored other options. Now I'm basically trying to start over. I am ready to go back to school, but I need to make sure that I am able to take care of myself while I do that. Some of the difficulties I faced during this career pivot is just dealing with shame, feeling inadequate, feeling like, especially when it comes to the rejection that I'm getting from some of these companies, it's just feeling like, okay, did I make a mistake? Because earlier this year, I left a job that was making me very, very unhappy. I was making the most money that I've made in my career, but I just felt like this urge to leave. Like, I knew that it was my time to leave, and even though I didn't have everything set in place, I just moved with faith, I guess. I don't ever want to regret any choice I made. Until date, I don't. There's a reason that everything is happening the way it is, and I know that reason is going to reveal itself to me. It always does. I'm just going to keep trusting the process and just keep going. It's been difficult for my ego. It's been difficult for my mental health at sometimes, because I don't know what's happening next. I'm just trusting the process. I don't know. But yeah, just make sure that my head is in the grind and not in the clouds in Instagram, comparing myself to everybody else and what everybody else got going on. I need to figure out what I got going on. Maybe a year from now, I'll look back at this video and be like, yep. Something else that I've been thinking about lately, well, not lately, I think about this a lot, is self-development. Making improvements in your life is not always very easy. Sometimes it requires looking at yourself, like taking a hard look in the mirror and being like, okay, these particular things that I do, they're not right. I should be confronting yourself. That's really big. That means coming to terms with shame, coming to terms with guilt, coming to terms with embarrassment. We don't like to feel those emotions, but they're also emotions that we experience as humans. And there's a level of self-awareness that comes with sitting with yourself and saying, all right, I'm this type of person. I do this this week, and I should probably do better, right? Some people just don't want to change, but to everybody that sits with themselves, is honest with themselves, and is actively trying to be better. I'm not saying that you are not going to make mistakes. Please, we're all out here making mistakes, and well, not some people are just, I don't know, doing better than others. To everyone out there who is actively working on themselves, actively taking the steps to do hard things, please, I beg, just give yourself a pat on the back, because I know how hard that can be. Recently, I had to sit with myself and realize that I was making a selfish choice. It benefited me because it fueled my ego. It made me feel good. It made me feel seen, but I wasn't really honoring my true emotions, and I had to basically confront that in a really difficult way. And while I'm proud of myself, that was really, really difficult. Like, I'm talking sweaty palms, palpitations. But that, I just say that to say that doing hard things isn't the easiest thing to do, and anyone who actively, intentionally chooses to do that, I salute you and I commend you, because not everybody out here is doing that. Some people are fine sitting in their bad decisions. They're fine. Some people are also delusional, but some things that I've noticed in myself in this self-development, self-building, self-everything journey. I've started trusting my instincts a lot more, because usually they're right. Not all the time. Sometimes nature humbles me and I'm okay with it. But there are times where I say something, it happens. So I'm learning to trust my instincts a lot more, because I believe that if there's anything dropped on my heart, it's there for a reason. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had that thought. So learning to trust my instincts more in different situations, learning to put myself first. Because for the longest time, I put myself back. Trust me, even till now, I'm still learning how to do that. Sometimes I put myself in the back, okay? But I'm learning to put myself first in the decisions that I make for myself. Like when I'm trying to make a decision that involves other people, I consider other people's feelings, but I consider mine first. And that may sound selfish, but as someone who seldom considered herself, I'm okay with being selfish right now. And that's just where I am. Some other things I've done in my self-development journey is build a routine around my life. There are things that I do constantly now that are just tailored into my routine, like going to work out, or something as simple as checking my email every day to make sure that I don't miss any opportunities that come my way, because that's happened before. Checking in with my friends weekly, doing things that serve me, like writing scripts for this or thinking of ideas. I just have a routine around my life now, whereas before I just kind of like moved with the wind. I want to be more organized with my time. Lately I have been confronted with the thoughts of friendship breakups and how they hurt just as much as romantic breakups. Since I've been on a self-development journey Tatine, which also the month of September has also been crazy. I've been confronted with 2 friendship breakups in my brain that have just popped up, and one also like manifested physically. But I've just been thinking about that a lot, and I had to go back and think about most of the friends that I lost. They're not dead, but just going even as far back as secondary school, high school, just losing a friend over a boy. I mean, this was high school, so I guess it was expected because we're like teenagers. But that one hurt, but not as much because the stakes were kind of low. Oh no, actually I'm kidding. There was one friend that I had in high school, and wow, that breakup was very, very painful because again, it's a boarding school and I have to see you. I have to see you for every day for 3 months at least. And just watching that friend turn on me, I actually had a couple of friends turn on me. It was very difficult to watch. I'm pretty sure they had their own reasons. We never ever talked about it, and I'm okay with that. But yeah, high school was a very, very difficult time for me with friends. I started being wary of people in high school because the day and night of it was a bit jarring. Post-secondary, like college. Oh, college, that's crazy. I still have this one friend though that I would not mind being friends with again. And it's my friend in New York because she's a great time. She's a key. I love her. But I mean, we still have some things that I don't know how she is now, because again, I can't even speak on her character now. I haven't talked to her in quite a bit of time. But that friendship breakup, that one was me. That was my fault. I was not being present as a friend, and I know if I speak to her, she would have a lot of words. It was just such a difficult time, and I could have been so much more mature about it by just opening my mouth and speaking. But that's what growth is about. That's what growth is for. The most recent one that I had to endure, that one, it's still sitting with me because it's so fresh. It's like this is years and years of friendship just poof. And although I am settled in the decision, because again I'm choosing myself, it still hurts. And again, this city is a very small place, and running into people can be bittersweet sometimes. And it just reminds me of a time where things were good, but again, settled in the decision. I'm happy with where things are and I respect it. I just this one in particular, I guess, I don't know, but from my point of view, I guess it just outgrew the friendship, and I just had to respect that and respectfully step back, because they're just, I don't know, I'm pretty sure they'll have their own point of view about what happened, and that's completely fine and that's completely valid. It's just, I don't know, it was just difficult seeing how everything played out from my point of view. Sometimes I think and I'm like, could that have been handled better? I don't know, because I feel like in the end it was handled the way it should have been handled. But I wish everybody the best. All the friendship breakups that I've had, they hurt. Actually, they hurt a lot more than most of my actual breakups. Friendship ones, they sit with me and I carry them. But I'll just sit here and say, yeah, I do spy. I'll spy under them and see. Not spy, I'll check and see like how they're doing. They're doing good? All right, good. Because again, it's no hate, it's all love. Some people come into your life and stay, and some people don't. And I'm learning to accept that for what it is. I'm choosing the people that choose me, pouring time into those relationships, the ones that are here, the ones that are flourishing and growing, pouring time into that. But I can also grieve the ones that have passed, and this is me grieving it on camera. To close this out, I don't want to close this out all sad. I want to talk about the joys of growing up and how much I'm enjoying growing up. Let me tell you how much I'm enjoying it. I started telling people I'm 27. My birthday is in 2 months, and I already started telling people I'm 27 because I'm enjoying it. But I know that growing, especially when you're learning, because again, right now I feel like I know everything. I feel like, oh yeah, I'm so woo woo woo, I'm grown, I'm a young lady, I have all this knowledge. I know in 5 years I'm gonna look back on this moment and say, wow, you were so stupid. You didn't know anything. You didn't know anything. And that's what I enjoy about growing up. It's like evolving and changing, having one thought process now and having another thought process tomorrow or a year from now, or having like certain practices now and having different practices later, or learning new things, having new experiences with people and yourself. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. And it helps that I feel like I'm aging gracefully. Aging is such a weird word because I'm still very young, but I'm growing with grace and I'm just enjoying it. And I want to share that with everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying growing up and you see life as an experience. We're here to have experiences with people, with nature, animals. How can you not be excited about that? So yeah, I will call that the joy of growing up. And this is a joyful girl who is growing up. I can't wait for my birthday. Well, actually, I'm okay with waiting. That's what I'm gonna close this out with. Thank you so much for watching this video and clicking on this to see my beautiful face, because it is beautiful. There's a beautiful face. Well, thanks for watching this video. Again, like always, I appreciate it, because I'm just sitting here on my couch fumbling my words and pouring my ADHD thoughts on film, and you're here watching it, so I appreciate it. Please subscribe on your way out, and please like this video, share it. I'm so nervous to ask you to share it because who am I? But Please share it so that I could reach more people. Okay, thank you and bye.